probably the most critical thing is that of the response, which was a good response actually, over 50% of colleges responded to the survey. Some, 50%, just under 50%, reported a decline in student numbers. And there are all sorts of reasons why, the picture will be mixed across the sector. But probably the most significant issue for us in that response is the fact that those colleges that have reported a decline have reported it in level 1 students. We were all very aware of that. I think it's fair to say that colleges, are very much in tune with their numbers, and so everybody was aware that demographics were an issue. But at the same time, we were also aware that the initiative was there to bring all students into education and training, which obviously has been a fantastic initiative. And so the demographic decline, in a sense, sort of can be offset to a very large degree by the raising of the participation age. Colleges have been preparing for that, both in terms of the curriculum they've delivered, both in terms of the way that they've worked with other agencies, and that's what we would be hoping would be happening, so that we could secure, a raising of skills levels for the future. Because at the end of the day, I think what we're all doing is looking to invest in our young people, for the future skills needs of the country. I think the problem is that colleges will vary according to what they can afford to do. So some colleges will have the wherewithal to support their students, others won't. And at the end of the day, that isn't actually what our funding is for. So, if we are doing it, it's because we see it as critically important. But in the longer term, as funding reduces with regards to, our student education, the money that comes to us through our funding, so it's going to become increasingly difficult to be able to support those sorts of basic support needs that in the past have come through other sources of funding. Well, obviously we're paid by our student numbers. So if colleges don't recruit, then they're not paid for the students that they don't recruit, and so obviously that's an important issue for us. The recruitment continues throughout the year, so there will be possibly some of those students who have not arrived at the very beginning of the year, may well be students that could be picked up later on in the year. Of course, one of the problems that we face at the moment is that the organisation that would have been able to have supported that process, which is the Connection Service, doesn't have the wherewithal to do all that it would have done in the past, because of constraints there too.